What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? Whoops, whoops, whoops. What's good, TikTok? What's good? What's up, Big O? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's up, y'all? What's up? Yo, what's good, bro? What's good, Gots? What's good? Not much, man. Not much. We out here, man. I got some important news to talk about today. You already know. I've been campaigning for about a week. Um, Yo, sorry, YouTube. You already know how this stuff goes. Always an issue. Always an issue for my tissue, man. Hold on. Transform. Yo, well, I feel that, bro. I feel that. Let me get this let me get these comments up on the big screen. I mean, shoot, man. Unfortunately, I think my campaign might be coming to an end. I take full responsibility, honestly. I take full responsibility. Yo, what's up, Sam? Gardine? I take full responsibility, yo. And the reason why I take full responsibility is because let's see. Hey, what's up, family for life? Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Well, that's what I'm going for. You know what I'm saying? I'm really trying to go for, you know, that position. Right now I'm running for city councilman. Uh, Right now I'm running for city councilman of Los Angeles, California, North Hollywood. And honestly, I mean, it's going about how I expected it to go. You know what I'm saying? But what I didn't know, and this is my first time diving into politics, mind you. So here's the thing, brother. Here's the thing, brother. Yo, we got some guests. We got some guests. Yo, what's good? What's up, y'all? We're in the United States, bro. I do politics. I'm good, bro. I'm good. Yes, I speak English. What's say it again? One more time? Oh, can I teach you English? Yeah, I can. Of course, bro. Of course. I'm learning what words do you know? What was that? On Zoom? That your language? Hey, 619 in the house. You already know, bruh. Well, yeah, well, here's the thing is I'm trying to learn I know a little bit of Spanish. I know I bro, all right, well here's the thing, gods. Here's the thing with the election is apparently there's a voter registry, right? So that's basically I feel is the way how you're supposed to do it because I can get access to all of the registered voters that are in my district, right? But the problem is that yo, what's good? What's good? The problem is that I can't really spend money. Gots, I can't spend money, bro, because yo, I'm sorry, YouTube, for this. I can't spend money because I forgot to apply for this. And not mind you, that's why it's all my fault, bro. Because mind you, I do have a little bit of an excuse, and I'm not a guy who likes to make excuses, right? Hey, what's up, Larry? Thanks for tuning in. I like that American flag back there. Thank you very much. Of course, brother, of course. Um, basically, basically there was a mandatory meeting that I had to attend, and in that meeting was where the hey, in that meeting was where they had all this information that I didn't know. Yeah. Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it, bro. Hey, let's go. Shoot, man, this is the Hooligans Podcast. I got my homie Gots in here. We got Larry in here. We got Family for Life. And now we got Aziz. What was that? My bad, bro. I can't really hear you. I'm sorry. Can you say that one more time, please? Oh yeah. Yeah. Hey, thank you, bro. Yeah, bro. Shoot, man, we're talking about politics in here. Larry says, and it's okay to fly both of them. So make sure you have ours with yours, okay? What are you talking about specifically, Larry? What do you mean, bro? Shoot, I'm trying to be a politician, bro. Hey, what's up, Salma? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm trying to get my YouTube up, bro. My YouTube account tripping right now. How are you guys doing? Favorite football team? Oh shoot. Um Ronaldo. Hey, shoot, I heard about him like before I heard about Messi, to be honest. I don't follow football that much, but I heard about Ronaldo when I was in like high school. Yeah, bro, Messi overrated, bro. Messi overrated. Yo, Larry, what other flags are you talking about, Larry? Yo, my YouTube was set up perfect, bro. This is all being recorded, by the way. You but you watch this on my YouTube live. What about you? Well, who's your favorite character? I mean, favorite football player? Oh, heck no. What's good? What's good? Screw it, man. Screw it. Let's go. Yo, so who do you like music wise? Music. Hey, Families for Life says, from being on here too long, from what I've seen, a beautiful soul. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, family. I I feel like you have a beautiful soul as well. That's always the yo, Risa sent a heart. Shout outs to Risa, yo. Yo, Risa's a real one, bro. Hey, yo, we in here wilding, bro. Yo, this is a wild stream, bro. Why are we wilding out? Hey, yo, this stream is freaking this stream is rated W for wild, bro. Getting wild in here with that music. What is that? Folk music? All right. Yo, I want to look crazy. Hey there, partner. Hey. Kashinanda Bakana. Oh, heck no. All right. I think we got the webcam to work, guys. Webcam's working now. Sorry, y'all. I had to get the webcam to work. Yo, Risa, thank you for the love, Risa. Thank you for the love. Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you. I try. Yo, the I look like freaking what's his name? I don't know. A mouse in a suit is hilarious to me. A mouse in a suit is hilarious. Yo, what languages do you guys speak? Get it to as soon as it's always something, yo. But shout outs to the guests. Yo, clap it up for the guests, bro. Clap it up for Salma, Aziz, and PTI. I don't really know what PTI's got going on. But clap it up for the guests. We got lovely guests in here. We will get into some Rubik's Cube action later on today, but that's for another time. Um, all right. So I figured out why my camera wasn't working. It's awesome. Yo, shout outs to Dog Dynamite. He says Trump is winning. We going back in this. We going back in this, bro. We going back in this. I don't know what you heard, bro. Bump that noise. Bump all that jazz that you got talking about over here. Bill, what up, Buzz? All right, that. All right, YouTube. I'm so sorry, YouTube, that you had to deal with this shenanigans. I pray that you could hear my voice. Oh, bro, got the scary skeleton. I respect that. What's up, Trash Talk King? What's up, Gmail? What's up, Hen? What's up, Captain? Yo, this is just a this thing is flipped right here, bro. What a flip freaking stream right here. All right, all right. Oh man, are you serious, dude? Are you serious? You know what I'm saying? I'm a bit. Oh, good job, bro. Good job. Good song, good song. What'd you say? What do you, I don't understand. Oh, I, what does that? What does that mean? No, no, my God, I don't really understand. Sorry, Cap. Sorry, Cap. Ah, all right. Yo, what's up, Ralph? Uh, oh man. What's up, bro? What? Akaralasha? Hakaralasha. Oh, cool. That's cool. All right. Hakaralasha. I like that. I like learning new languages. Uh, nah, but I like honestly, I believe in the Bible. Uh, do I like it? Um, honestly, I believe it's incorrect, but I don't have any la ilaha ihalahu wahala wahama dole supana wahama dole sumana. What did I say? What did I say? For real? What did I say? Chaiche lahilaha ihilaho. Wait, so that means I'm Muslim? Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. But, but here, dude, thank you, brother, thank you. Hugs, hugs, brother. Yes, brother. Thank you, brother. I like you too, man. I like you too. Appreciate it. It's a hard world out here, bro. It's a hard world out here. They be hating on us, bro. They be hating. Like people don't like us out here. People don't like us. It's all right. It's all right. I need to learn your language. I need to learn what is that? What is that? Arabic? Arabic? I need to learn Arabic, bro. I could speak some Russian. Привет, друг. My Russian is very bad though. But mi español es muy bien. I like how many languages do you speak? Yo, I'm trying to turn off this Mickey Mouse ears. On a rematch? You going to sleep? Dang. All right, man. All right, it's all good. Dude, thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming on. Yeah. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, bro. You freaking have a good night, bro. Oh yeah, of course, of course. I think I did it. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. Shoot, let's chop it up another time, bro. Yo, shout outs to the bro, man. Shout outs to the bro as these. That was a good stream. Yo, what's up, Lucy? We got Lucy in this piece. What's up, Lucy? She got it popping in here. Hey, what's good? What's going on? What's going on? Um, I'm not sure how to. This is my first time doing guests, but how are you? How are you doing? How are you doing? Doing good. Doing good. I'm trying to get these ears off me, man. Um, we got Lucy in here. Shouts to Lucy. Welcome to the Hoolagans Podcast. We're actually gonna get started. We're actually, oh, you are, I see. Okay. We got Lucy in here. She speaks sign language. Shout outs to Lucy. That's actually another language I would like to learn. Um, hey, let's go. Thank you. Thank you. You know, I, I try to get it in when I can. I try to get it in when I can. Yo, shout outs to these Mickey Mouse ears though. Uh, oh shoot. I don't I, I wish I knew more. I wish I knew more. I don't know. I think I wish I knew more. I'm so sorry. Wait, can can you can you hear? Can dang. I wish I knew more. Can you hear me? Dang. Yo, shout outs to Lucy. I don't understand what Lucy's saying, but thank you. Yo, shouts to Lucy. She's being a great sport. She knows that we can't technically communicate real talk, but it's all good. We out here having a real conversation. I wish I could really shame on me, man. I wish I could really understand. But you know what? Shout outs to Lucy. Lucy, I wish I could understand you, but I don't speak it. I wish I could, but I don't speak it. I don't. I wish I could. I be trying to learn sometimes, but that's awesome. We got Lucy in here in the building. Lucy in the building. So I mean, shout outs to Big O, man. We're all right. Let's get into our first topic. Let's get into our first topic. I know I got these Mickey Mouse ears on. I don't know how to take them off, but we got our first topic today. Is our first topic, Lucy? Our first topic. Our first topic right here. Our first topic is Um, where we at? Where we at? Where we at? All right, all right. Well, that's all right. Our first topic today, we have a mom who was looking, a black mom who was looking for her black son for almost 9 months, I believe, before. Yo, what's good? What's good? We have there we go. What's good? What's good? We have a mom who was looking for her black son for almost 9 months before she was found. And check this out, guys. The son was actually buried. He was killed by an off-duty police officer. Nobody was said anything, and he was actually buried with his ID in his pocket. So they, oh, Lucy, Lucy, there we go. Shouts to Lucy. How do I? There you go. Yo, shout outs to Lucy. Thank you for joining my live. I wish I knew how to speak better sign. What's up, Eldon? What's up, bro? What was that? So continuing on, we have hey, continuing on, we have oh, hey, 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 hey. Yo, hey. Yo, we dancing on here. We dancing. Hey, yeah, bro, got it. Hey, oh, yeah. Oh, all right. Yo, so continue. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You too, you too, you too. Oh, great, 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 great. Continuing on. So this black mom was notified that her son was actually buried in an unmarked grave, where I guess people bury people who have no identity. But here's the kicker, guys. The kicker is that the son was buried with his ID in his pocket. So they knew it. They knew who he was. He had his ID in his pocket. So that's just some sad news. I know there's been great progress in this country, but it's stuff like this that just really makes you sad. I'm sure it happens with other people and other races. I'm sure it has to happen. But, you know, this is the um I was like I was like yo, hey, hey. Thank you, thank you. Y'all already know, y'all already know. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So it's just sad to hear. You know what I'm talking about? It needs to be addressed. It needs to be talked about. Um, this is the thing though, is that he was killed by an off-duty cop, right, guys? An off-duty cop. So it's more than just a little bit, not only is it a little bit more than just racism, but this is also speaks to the idea that cops are doing dirt behind their backs. That cops really do be hiding their dirt. So, because all they had to do was say what happened, right? But yo, Miss Crooks says lying. Miss Crooks, what do you mean exactly? They're lying, right? Hey, what's good? What's good, yo? What's good? What's good, bro? Oh, he came with the jokes. He got the jokes. Hey, bro, how funny are you? It's all. How funny are you, bro? Nah, man. Shout outs to the gang. Shout outs to the gang. Yo, we talking about politics in here, bruh. We talking about politics. Are y'all Republicans or Democrats? Republicans or Democrats? Anyway, shouts to the guests. Shouts to the guests. We got Nicole in the building. We got Amaya in the building. Hey, that's right. That's right. Hey, well, we're just talking about this story of a mom finding out her son was dead 9 months after he already died, and it was covered up basically by the police. So this stuff it sucks to talk about, but it needs to be addressed. Now, continuing on, here's my thoughts in when it comes to abortion. I don't yo, what's good? What's good? Hey, um, uh, yo, what's good? What's good? Yo, we got sexy red in the shout out to sexy red. We in here big vibing. Los Angeles in the building. Los Angeles in the building. Yup, yup. Oh my gosh, bro. Yo, wait, yo, yo. Shout outs to Star in the building. Shout outs to Star. I don't know what's going on here. We got the Hooligans Podcast. Um, yo, Star, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Star. You know what I'm saying? That was rude of them. Thank you. Welcome to the Hooligans Podcast. You know, they hate you when they ain't you. How is your day going? Hey, thank you, thank you. My day's going good. My day's going good. Yo, what's going on, brother? What's going on? We got we got a full house right now, Star. We got a full house. Basically, me, I'm a Los Angeles politician right now. I'm a candidate for North Hollywood City Council. It's not going so hot. Let me tell you that. Not going so hot. What was it? Yo, let Lucy. Thanks for the. I don't know what to say. I don't know what. I don't really know. This is the app for. I don't. We we got a full house. You know what I'm saying? We got a full house. You never know what's gonna happen on the interwebs. Yo, all right. We could solve this together, guys. We could solve this together. 5 steps, okay? 5 steps. 5 steps. All right. Step one. Step one. You gotta do White Cross. You gotta do White Cross. Yo, we're solving it, guys. We're getting somewhere. Now we're gonna do middle. Gotta do middle. Hey, don't be weird. Don't be weird. I'll kick you if you're weird. She don't want to talk to you. All right, all right. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hold on. I'm trying to kick this dude. Send it again. Send it again, please. Yo, this live is a catastrophe, bro. This live is a catastrophe. Dude, I host just the worst lives ever. Except the lovely guests. Except the lovely guests, of course. Yo, send it again. I don't see it. I don't see it. Uh well, shout outs to Star, shout outs to Lucy, shout outs to shout outs to the other homie, man. Shout outs to the other homie. I don't we try to do educational things in this life, but it's all good. I feel you, Lucy. I feel you. I don't I'm trying to get this to all right. It's different when I'm talking to a real audience versus let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We in this thing, bro. Hey. We just doing a little bit of educational activities between the caster. Okay. So continuing on with the podcast, I mean, this stuff needs to be addressed. All right. So this is in response to Turning Point's content that they put out, primarily by their female host. Um, I would like to hear Charlie say these things that she's saying. But here's my pushback and here's my feedback in response to them. To this white reverse racism, anti-white. Here's the thing. First of all, in this country, here in America, whites have no historical evidence to be afraid of anything close happening to them, like what was done to blacks by their people. And even when it comes to the Native Americans, I mean, there's no historical evidence, right? Like black people have historical evidence to back up their claims of racism and even being afraid of it happening again. Um, Native Americans have historical evidence to back up their claims to be afraid of white people and even being afraid of it happening again. Shouts to all the guests. Shouts to all the guests. Thank you. Thank you. So my point being, in this country, whites have never faced anything close to the atrocities that blacks and Native Americans have faced. Um, when it comes to anti anti race, being hated on for their race. Now, have there been individual incidents? Of course, of course. But we have to talk about levels here. There's levels to this. So now now that that's been addressed, no white people anywhere have peace. What do you mean by that, Hannah? What do you mean? What's good? What's good? Now, with that being said, a lot of the atrocities that were done in this country when it comes to slavery by white people, they were covered up when they were committed. So these crimes were covered up, right? And so it hasn't been until now with the help of social media and things going viral that people are finding out these things. And so I believe this white hatred that you're seeing, at least this uproar, because a lot of the thing, a lot of the white hatred does have to do with this social media. But check this out. I believe the white hatred you're seeing is actually a righteous anger from whoever, because mainly, okay, let's say mainly the black community, because anger is a part of the grieving process, right? They always say that in grieving, you're in denial, then you have anger, then it's, what is it, pleading, and then it's acceptance. Right now, you're seeing a lot of the young black America in their anger stage of grief. Now, is do I say that any violence is okay? No. But even the good book itself, which Turning Point claims to follow, that good old Bible, says to be angry and do not sin. So, no one's perfect. Is the anger okay? Yes. The sinning's not okay. But I feel like it needs to be addressed. I don't feel like, white America, at least the youth in white America, are addressing this. And I'm primarily targeting this at Turning Point because they claim to be that guy when it comes to, the young Republican. And they have a I don't know if their demographic is largely white, but I mean, it's obvious what this Turning Point, it's obvious like where it's obviously where they stand. It's obvious where they stand. And I would love to talk with anybody from Turning Point about this as well. Please, anybody, get a conversation. So here's the thing. You're seeing people who are grieving, bro, over atrocities that happened. Check this out. Say one of your family members got killed 50 years ago and you didn't know who did it, right? And then check this out. It comes to you come to find out. Sorry. You come to find out that it was your best friend who killed your relative. And now your best friend is trying to go, hey man, why are you so angry about something that happened 50 years ago? Yeah, I killed your relative, but it was a long time ago. You're gonna be like, what the heck? Is this person serious? And what's gonna happen is you're gonna be in denial. Then you're gonna go to your anger stage and whatever. So I don't condone any violence, but the anger is okay. They should be angry. And if the reverse was to happen, of white people being enslaved by blacks in this country, I don't want to hear about what happened 15 years ago in Mesopotamia or 300 million miles away in Africa. I don't want to hear about that because when discussing slavery here, it's mainly having to do with political dealings, right? We're not just talking about this for fun. We're talking about should they get reparations? Should we have affirmative action? So we're talking about policies that pertain only to America. So let's keep the same energy across the board, right? Everyone likes to bring up slavery happened, in freaking Neptune and Pluto, but it's like, bro, that's not what our policies. We don't have any policies that affect Neptune and Pluto. So here's the thing: if injustice, Hina says, if injustices are still happening, then violence is justified. Well, let's talk about violence. Let's talk about violence. Let's talk about it. The reason why, sorry, I'm gonna take a break real quick. First of all, I as a politician cannot condone violence, but we can talk about it. We can talk about violence. Um, at the end of the day, right? Um, sorry, hold on. One sec. Tina, I want to get your thoughts on this. I need your thoughts on this. The demo supported it, and still today they are for it and are racist. Period. Mark Martin, what's good? Welcome to the conversation, bro. Welcome to the conversation. What exactly are you talking about? So, man, I'm take my freaking jacket off for this one. I could tell we're going somewhere. So here's the thing. Of course, Martin, of course, bro. Here's the thing. Um, what's it called? Let's talk about Israel and Hamas real quick. I didn't want to do it, but for some reason, when for some reason on my political campaign that has to do with Los Angeles, California, a constituent or whatever, possible constituent, wanted to hear my opinions on something that's happening 10 billion miles away. Why? What does that pertain with things going on here? It doesn't. So I gave her my answer on Israel and Hamas. First of all, I am not a Middle Eastern politician. I am a US politician. So I don't really have any true thoughts on it. Because the reason why I don't have any true thoughts on it is because I'm not convicted about anything. I don't have any true conviction about what's going on over there. Now, here's the thing. Why am I a US politician? Why do I begrudgingly involve myself in US politics? Well, I grew up over here. I have friends over here. I went to school over here. I've worked over here. I have true conviction about things that are going on in this country, right? So when this certain person wanted to know my thoughts on Hamas, and wait, real quick. There we go. When this individual wanted to know my thoughts on Hamas, um, that's what I told her. I was like, yo, I'm not a Middle Eastern politician, so it's not really any of my business. All I can do is speculate. But speculation is dangerous when it comes to politics, right? Because this is talking about life and death. This is talking about can this person do that? This is talking about rules and regulations. So to speculate on that, Maybe if I was not running as a politician, it'd be okay. But I only save the speculation for sports. You feel me? I'll save the speculation for who I think's gonna win in sports. But when it comes to politics, I only want to talk about things I'm convicted about and feel like I actually have a say in. Now, I basically did the thing I shouldn't do, and I speculated. I freaking speculated, bro. I said, well, I said, well, what did I say? I said, well, I've heard that, oh, we got some comments right here. I said, well, I've heard that the issue is that Israel is in Hamas or Palestine's territory. And, what's it called? What's it called? I said, if that's the case, and here's the thing, this is why I didn't want to get into it because, first of all, um, we need to talk about. Let's answer these comments. Let's answer these comments. Uh, blah blah blah. What the heck? We have oh, here we go. Here we go. So Hina says governments have a monopoly on violence, and they don't want to let go of it. Mark Martin says I'm confused with that issue. We are lied to and betrayed so often now. We can't get real news. Mark Martin says that is the goal with propaganda. And Mark Martin says we have to. Oh, I see. Come on, Dina. Mark Martin says that. My bad, y'all. This suit is uncomfortable, bruh. This suit be uncomfortable. You feel me? Damn, bones be cracking. Mark Martin says we have to fix our news networks first. Well, that's part. That's I'm glad you said that, Mark, because that's partly why I'm doing this. Because right here you have real news, man. We have real live news that we can communicate with each other. Um, that we can communicate with each other with all across the globe. You feel me? So, but here's the thing. I feel like what she wanted me to say. Hold on. Here's the thing. Sorry, guys. I gotta throw the beanie on real quick. The hair is messing me up in the back of my neck. You hear that? Martina. You got the business slacks on too? Nah, heck no. Heck no. You know what I'm saying? I got a little, it's just a little Hollywood vibe. You know what I'm saying? I got the sweats on with the runners. We big chilling. Um, what's it called? What's it called? Whew. All right, I'm feeling a little bit better now. Feeling a little bit smarter. I'm feeling a little bit wiser. I'm feeling less thirsty, guys. Um, do you guys want to get into some spirituality talk? Because I have thoughts on that too. Yes, I have thoughts on spirituality, guys. But Mark says 98% of CNN and Fox, which is owned by the warmongers. No, that's 1,000% true, bro. Because unfortunately, here's the thing. Now, this would be a terrible policy, but it would probably fix the news, right? The news media, if you're operating as news media, this goes even for me, you should not be able to make money off your content. You should not be able to make money off of reporting the news because that skews what gets reported, right? Imagine if Fox and CNN didn't make a dime off what they reported. We'd probably get a whole different side of the media. You know what I'm saying? Because this whole freedom of the press is the whole point is being lost when the press can just be bought out, right? Freedom of the press, the intention is so that um the intention is so that honest and real news can make its way to the citizens. But as it goes today, the honest and real news does not make its way to the citizens. You know what I'm saying? So that is what it is, bro. I'm gonna take this freaking tie off. Screw this tie. Screw this freaking shirt. Freaking screw this lights. Screw this news media. I quit. No, I'm playing. All right. Let's keep it pushing, guys. Let's keep it pushing. So I gotta finish my story. I gotta finish my story. Um oof, freaking Mark Martin says it should go back to radio news. Now, we watch celebrities giving us lies just like Hollywood movies. No, facts. It's politics and Hollywood are largely interconnected. Um, what's it called? What's it called? Uh, yo, no alliances. What's good, bro? What's good? No alliances. We gotta talk. I'm glad you came in here, bro. Because unfortunately, I have bad news, bro. Here's the deal, bro. Here's the deal. Thank you, Martin. Thank you, Martin. No, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate. Cause here's the deal, man. Freaking these dreads are heavy as crap, bro. And this is not no Hollywood. This is real right here, bro. These are really extended out of my scalp. And what happens is they slap the back of my neck and it freaking hurts, bro. It feels like I'm getting karate chopped by a ninja every time my hair goes down, bro. But we're gonna keep it moving. Yo, so no alliances. We were talking about what happened on my campaign trail, bro, because no, seriously, man, this hair is a hassle, bro. But I feel like you gotta pay the cost to be the boss. You know what I'm saying? It's Noah, bro. Alliances. I'm gonna call you Ziz. I'm gonna call you bro. Yo, bro. I have 12, bro. I have 12 total. But here's the thing is there's a game to this, right? And I figured that there was some type of game or algorithm to this because that's how it is with everything, right? So there's a voter registry that I was supposed to get a hold of. Now it's optional. I don't need it, right? And but this is gonna be good because when I run again for another office, I'll know this now. I just didn't know it. I honestly just didn't know it. And I can't really fault myself for that, but I'm the guy who's at fault. You feel me? I didn't technically quit, but here's the deal. Here's the deal, no alliances. I still can get signatures, but all right, here's why I'm in a pickle. Now tell me what you think. Honestly, tell me what you think. So I didn't know this, right? A week before we have the official candidacy filing, which I did file for, um, a week before that, there was this mandatory meeting. And in that mandatory meeting was basically all the information you needed to know. Now, what's it called? Um, in that mandatory meeting was when I where I found out that I actually needed a bank account, right? I needed a bank account that in order that basically all my spending, sorry, I never really talked about this before. I'm learning. All my spending needed to come from a designated bank account that I made beforehand, right? Now, here's the thing. I didn't know that, right? And unfortunately, this mandatory meeting was held on like a week before you're supposed to file. So I feel like they should have held that meeting, like 6 months prior or a long time prior before people would start spending their money because that meeting is supposed to be, if you missed anything, if you need help, blah blah blah. Granted, that implies that you're supposed to go over it yourself, but I was never technically told that. In the I was never technically told that. It wasn't really a requirement that you needed to go over it yourself. It was only a requirement that you needed to go over it with the city. Now, regardless, I still take responsibility. I take responsibility. Anyways, I've obviously did spending. So I already broke the rule by spending from a not from the undes from making expenditures from a non-designated bank account. Thank you, no alliances. Thank you, bro. So I told them this. I was like, yo, I didn't know, blah blah blah. They were like, it's fine, just keep going. Just it's fine, keep going. I was a little sketched out because I'm like, yo, like you technically possibly could go to jail for doing that, right? Just being honest. Um, they're like, just keep going. I'm like, all right. Now here's where I'm not a shady politician, guys. That's the whole thing we talk about here is shady politicians. So I told the city what I did, told me to keep going, all right? So I'm staying in the race, but now I find out that there's this voter registrar, right? Which is basically it's a list of all the voters who are in my district that are registered. Now, that's like a cheat code, right? I never knew this thing existed, right? That's like a super cheat code. I could have access to all the voters, then I could just call them. I could go. I possibly could pull up to their address. But now not only can I call them and actually reach out to a lot more people quicker than I could by door knocking or no alliances. I did what you said though, bro. I went to a freaking grocery store and that actually worked, bro. It worked better than door knock. I got like freaking 5 signatures in maybe an hour, which that's the thing is I need that voter registrar, which probably has like, 30,000, 50,000 names, and I could have called them. And on top of that, that also helps me verify that the people I'm getting signatures from are actually registered voters because you know how it is like when you're quickly getting a signature, I don't really have time to freaking scan everybody's ID and make sure you know what I'm saying? But it's like if I had that voter registrar, I could just match that name with the address and cuz that's what the city will do. So here's the thing. In order for me to get that voter registry, I have to pay for it, right? You see where I'm going with this? So now here's what I can do. I can go break the rules again and make a payment that's outside of the bank account because I try to get the bank account, but the IRS is tripping. Me and the IRS, that's the thing is I need to get this thing from the IRS. So the reason why I said like it's kind of not my fault as well is to create this bank account, it's a process, right? And so there, the fact that a candidate was put into a position a week before they're supposed to get signatures that they needed to make this bank account, it's like that takes at least a few weeks, you know? So you only get 3 to 4 weeks to get the signatures. Basically, I need to make the bank account, buy the and get that registrar, and then go get the signatures for it to really make the work make sense, right? For all the hours me spending out there, because I could go try and get the signatures. I need 500 valid signatures. At least 500. If I get and then I can pay some money, which is this is like totally legal. It's part of the thing. You pay like $300 if you have at least 500 and you're on the ballot. That's what the shout outs to Adrian Nazarene, I think. He's probably the guy who might win. He already has his signatures in, but this is someone who I see that this race is not something you can just get up one day and do, which is kind of what I did. But again, this was really for me to get practice because I'm planning on staying in politics for a long time. I'm 28. You know what I'm saying? My mom was like, maybe you should go to college, do some classes on it. I'm like, nah, bro. The best way to learn is through experience, bro. You just get in there and you just freaking do it. So I now basically I'm going through the whole you know, campaign process. Well, at least you know the deal is for next time. That's what yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you. We need more politicians running for all seats. That's what will fix the corruption. No, thank you, bro. Thank you. And that's what this was about. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like facts gotta walk first. For real. For real. And like that's what this was really about was learning. You know, my pride, my ego, I wanted to at least make it on the ballot because unfortunately I am technically an official candidate, but if I don't get those signatures, then I won't be on the ballot to get voted for. Which, you know, that sucks, that hurts. But here's the thing, when I set that goal, I had no idea about the bank account I needed to make or the voter registry, which is like, first of all, that's like the cheat code. It's like even the Rubik's Cube, there's a cheat code for this. So it's like I need that voter registry to not only call the people, but to verify, you know what I'm saying, the signatures that I'm getting. So it's like, oh, that's how it works. I didn't know that. And that they don't teach you this in school. No one's going around just offering information how elections work. Like it's something you gotta really just dive into. But it's all good, man. It's all good. This is like really stretched me as like a person. That sounded crazy, but that's the metaphor I'm using. Stretched me as a person, bro. It really made me grow as an individual and as a man. And yeah, that's what it's all about. That's what life's all about. You know what I'm saying? You can't really win life. You can only get good at it. And the I started this journey like 2 years ago, bro. Like legitimately I started it 2 years ago. So I was a different person back then. I'm not gonna lie. The person I am now is who I wanted to be. I might even argue that I'm a little bit better than I expected. Teensy weensy bit better. Um, uh, we got so 5 minute break, guys. 5 minute break. These lights, the grill, the glasses, these heavy ass earrings. Jeez, guys, jeez. But this is part of the show. This is why Hollywood is important because you got to put on a show because people walk by sight, not faith. So if you put on a show, they'll believe it. Anyways, I'm gonna take a little 5 minute break and we'll get right back to it. We got some more political topics that we're gonna get into as well. Hooligans. What's good, y'all? What's good? Yo, what's the haps, y'all? I'm feeling a little bit better than I did before. Feeling a little bit better, y'all. Americans stand with Palestine. USA, USA. Yo, this man has opinions in here, bro. Well, let's talk about Palestine, bro. You still in here? You still in here, Mr. Jones? Are you still in here, Mr. Jones? Mr. Jones? Mr. Jones? Mr. Mr. Tashi Nambagada. All right, hold on. There we go. No, come over here. Whoa, TikTok's going crazy, bruh. Hey, this is just TikTok, y'all. This is just TikTok. The comments, all right? Ain't no shenanigans going on over here. Just me, and that's the person on TikTok. Now I'm trying to get to my official comments. There we go. Yo, so we got to talk about this Palestine situation. We got to talk about this because here's the thing. Here's the thing. All right. All right. So here, let's just say this is the case, right? Let's just say that it was Israel that's occupying Palestine's land. They're the bad guys. That they should give the land back to Palestine. Let's say that is the case, right? You tell me how many times in history has one group just given land to another group, especially if the land was stolen? How many times has that happened? How many times has a group of people just went, "Hey, we're sorry we stole your land. Here's it back. We're gonna leave." Right? We got Trump for prison in here. Shout out to Trump for prison. He feels me, bruh. And that is why I don't speculate on things because that's where I wanted to get into it when I was talking to one of my possible signees. When I was getting signatures, I was door knocking, and this girl was like, "What's up? How do you feel about Israel Hamas?" I said I don't speculate because I'm not a Middle Eastern politician. I'm a U.S. politician. I know stuff what's going on over here. I don't really know what's going on over there. Then I speculated, and she didn't want to sign my petition because this is a real conversation. You know what I'm saying? Just like with the conversations over here, that's what I'm saying, bro. Historically, the majority of countries were born out of conquest. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like the real answer, the tough answer, is that the land belongs to whoever's willing to die for it. That's who the land belongs to because we wanna we wanna talk about social constructs. You know, we could talk about social constructs when it comes to gender and all that, but a true social construct is the idea of ownership, right? Like the lion doesn't go to the gazelle in the wild and go, "Hey man, is this your is this your slice of the area? You own this? Are you the owner of this? Because I just want to make sure I don't mind intruding on your territory." The lion doesn't, and the lion doesn't. You know what I'm saying? And the lion and gazelle, that nature is true mother nature. So ownership, that's a natural construct. We got Malik in here. What's good, Malik? What's good, bro? Shout outs to Malik. Shout outs to Malik. What's good? What's good? Um, Mark says only the highest knows the truth. We can't see in the dark. Well, I'm just saying when it comes to land and ownership is a social construct. That's something that humans have agreed upon themselves to say, "Hey, you're gonna own that, and I won't," so we don't kill each other, right? because nobody owns anything in the jungle, right? I mean, and if you do, it's because you killed the other guy who all thought he owned it. I mean, think about this. Think about the U.S., right? And this is why I don't like this conversation, because just like with slavery, education, anything going on in the U.S., it's a lot tougher than just a yes or no. Do I think this side's good or bad conversation? It's a lot deeper than that. And so the reason why is all of our politics focused on Middle Eastern politics is stupid, bruh. It's just stupid. Anyways, do you think the U.S. it well they technically did do this, but then it was a scam at the end of the day. They also scammed it. Do you think the U.S. is gonna go, hey guys, we're sorry we colonized this land. It was morally wrong of us to colonize this land. Here's it back. Here's it back. We're gonna go back to Britain. Is the U.S. going to do that? If the U.S. is not going to do that, and I don't expect them to, because that's not. Here's the thing: the U.S. is ran by what? Human beings, guys. We need to focus primarily on human behavior when it comes to politics. It's not about what race you are, what your gender is. That may come into play eventually, but at first and foremost, you're a human before all that. So humans don't just give things back, bro. Mark Martin says, we took Hawaii and burned the people. And that's me not really knowing. I'm also in the dark. Rain Man says, the US is ran on politicians lining their pockets. Hina says, okay, we're talking about the real world here. Y'all were yapping. Y'all were yapping. And the lion pride will fight another lion pride for their territory. Facts. I don't think that's true. European and settler colonial countries, sure. So many indigenous cultures, please coexist. I will, yes. No, I will say that war is common throughout all human beings. You know, shout outs to my indigenous people though. Yes, they do coexist, but don't get it twisted, bro. Indians and indigenous people are not to be played with. And uh violence and disagreements is just a part of human behavior. It has nothing to do with race, ethnicity. That's just human behavior. Now, are natives maybe better at getting along with each other? They're more likely to go for peace. We could talk about that, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm sure they were trying to conquer each other's lands. I'm sure of it because that's human behavior. It's not human behavior to have a perfect society. And that's what indigenous tribes are, small societies. So here's the thing. I want to say though, thanks for the interactions though. That's what we need. We need interactions. We gotta talk about this, just so we can all get on the same page if we talk about it, because the truth makes sense, and that's what we're all trying to do. Um, well, you gotta understand though, Hina, the Native Americans didn't just throw people in jail. You know that, right? Like I didn't really do my research on this, but you didn't go to jail if you committed a crime in the Native American tribe. They either murdered you or they did something crazy or you got excommunicated. So it's riches that make people kill, steal, land. But that's the thing. Now that's just that, and that's the thing, guys. Is obviously Hina has an opinion on it. Trump for prison has an opinion on it. I have an opinion on it. That's why I do not like getting into these types of conversations if it's not pertaining to the US, because my opinion kind of falls flat if we're talking anywhere else. But it's just It's normal human behavior, right? What do we have? We have our we what do we have? Every human goes into this mode called fight or flight, right? Every single human being, irrelevant of what you look like, how tall you are, how much money you have, we all have a fight or flight response. And so the fight is in everybody. The run is in everybody. And what happens is you or your body at the time does what it's best for survival. So sometimes fighting might be what's best for survival. Sometimes running might you might die from running. And it's not about indigenous versus colonialism. This is about human behavior. This all falls under human behavior. Even this indigenous versus colonialism, it's not even racism, it's just tribalism. Because no human being is perfect. And if no human being is perfect, then no societies of human beings can be perfect. I'm gonna get some more water. What's up, Matt? What's up, Matt? I got my George Washington dreadlocks on point, bro. Indigenous societies weren't unhealthy like our modern ones. Well, here's the thing. When you say indigenous societies and you say our modern ones, right? You're just talking about cultural differences. Now, when it comes to uh the US is technically an unhealthy state. But you got to understand, modern society has nothing to do with race, actually. It all comes down to money, right? A more indigenous cultures aren't focused on money like modern societies are. They understand that there's more to life than gaining wealth, right? And not only is that something they understand, but it's something that is actually pushed in those societies, right? We have a capitalistic society. So spirituality and finding out, what's really going on and just taking it easy, that's not really in uh the best interest for a capitalistic society. Now, I'm not do indigenous people probably enjoy life better? I'll probably say yeah, in an indigenous society. I would say probably yeah, but remember, nothing's perfect. Maybe they're eating healthier, but what's cool about living here is you have access to the latest and greatest technology in the world. The indigenous societies aren't really technologically, it's not something that is something of their concern to keep up with technology. And technology is how you win wars. Alexander the Great, he won his wars because he had the latest and greatest technology, which were like these long spears, like these freaking long, freaking 12-foot spears that could freaking stab you from like 30 feet away. You know what I'm saying? That was more technologically efficient than a sword or whatever. So it's, in America, you get access to the latest and greatest technology. That's what we're doing right now. If we were truly indigenous, we wouldn't be using iPhones or the internet. We'd be on some like Amish paradise type stuff. which it's not a bad thing. It's just they are technologically advanced in ecology and biology. Uh, hmm, I'm thinking about that. Ecology. What do you, let's look up the term ecology. Yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. We're talking about capitalism, right? Ecology and biology, there's way more profit in war. That's why war tech is so advanced. Well, now we're on the same page. Now we're on the same page because it's all about money. Like if you're talking about ecology, like knowing how plants work, and I'm not saying indigenous cultures are dumb. That's what I'm not saying. I'm talking about when it comes to having technology such as iPhones, well, whatever's the latest and greatest, because a lot of when it comes to ecology and biology, that's age old information. To be honest, you're not really getting anything new when it comes to that stuff. We have people changing plant life and making fake meat, and we are just following. Well, well, here's the thing. That's the thing, though. Like, that's the thing, bro. It's like, how many of you guys want to eat Bill Gates' meat? Like, not me. We created corn and tons of crops that modern colonial. Well, here's the thing. Nobody created corn, right? Unless you guys, what do you mean? Did you create it? Was it from two different plants or something? And now that's the thing is, again, you got to stop looking at life as a us versus them because you keep bringing colonialism and colonialism. You keep bringing this up. It's not. This is about. Well, here's the thing: is that um you got to understand that this isn't a us versus them type because even when you're talking about corn, I mean, corn is a I guess you could say it was the latest and greatest technology of its time, but colonial society wages genocide against indigenous people, so it literally is us versus them. Well, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, but it's like my original point. What was my original point? I just want to make sure we're on the same page because I think originally we were talking about war. We were talking about war and ownership, right? We're talking about war and ownership, and we're talking about who owns who. Yo, what's good, bro? We got the homie, Mr. Aiden here. Welcome to the conversation. You got anything you want to say to the people? Hey, can you breathe, brother? Well, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about, well, here's the thing. Colonial society wages, well, it's not a us versus them. This is about a human being. That was what we were talking about. This is a human condition because by all means, when you say us versus them, you're making it sound like it's a race or a cultural difference. There is no difference between indigenous people and colonial people. When you're saying indigenous versus colonial, not everybody who's involved in a colonial society is all about war. You got to understand that's mainly to do with their government. So when you say that, it's more of like how indigenous people feel about their enemy, because and even indigenous people amongst each other, they have each other. They're still enemies amongst each other. So I get how you're trying to. There's this like blocks how you can block it off, but but when it comes to war, it's no there is no rules to war. And now that's what they say. There's all's fair in love and war, right? Like there really is no rules to war. And if there is, here's the thing: if there is rules to war, then that means we're on a good enough communication level to where we shouldn't have to fight. That's how I feel about that. If me and you can go, hey man, we're gonna fight, but no punching me in the face or don't punch me in the back. It's like, yo, if we're that good of terms to where we can agree on that, we should not. There's no reason to fight. War should be the absolute last thing you have to do. That's how I feel about that. You know what I'm saying, bro? Bro understands me. Bro understands me. It's like it's because when you say it's really human beings, what you're really when you say colonial society wages war against indigenous people, what you're really saying is that human beings pick on the weaker human being. And that's a human being thing. It has nothing to do with a colonial society, because this has been going on way before colonialism, right? This is an age old human trait that has gone on way before that, even before colonialism. Now we can get into the nitty gritty, but even before colonialism, this has gone on between indigenous tribes, right? Indigenous tribes would skin the scalp of the freaking other tribe leader, right? In like indigenous peoples, indigenous societies helped weaker people, not picked on them, and scalping originated from Europeans. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But here's the thing. I don't I know that that's the culture, but that's not how human beings operate, right? Like it is a culture of hospitality, but at the end of the day, the Indian chief understands that people are trying to take what he has. And Hina, you got to understand, that's just how I believe it was. Like I'll do more research. I'll do more research on that and scalping, but I do believe that it wasn't just sunshines and rainbows over here, which I feel like is a picture that is often portrayed upon indigenous communities, but that's just not how human behavior works. My bad, my bad. Sorry, brother. I believe that's just not how human behavior is. There's always a bad egg in the bunch, and there's always bad leaders, right? Are you gonna sit in here and tell me there was no bad indigenous leaders? Because there is no absolutes in life, right? And this goes for everybody. I'm half black, half white. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that every leader in the black community is good. Now, can I tell you that the black community is more of a culture of peace than of war? I would sit here and say, yeah, because from my understanding, from hanging out with black people, as long as you got yours and I got mine, we chilling. But that's the thing is that there were bad leaders, but they got handled by their neighbors. Well, that's the thing is you're saying that like the bad leaders were just some punks. I'm sure I'm sure these guys weren't just some punks. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure the neighbors might have got handled. And so the whole point though, because the whole point of this conversation to keep this thing going, because we're kind of going back and forth. And by the way, I do respect your opinion and where you're coming from because when it comes to politics, it's not easy. Um, just want to keep that out there. Um, this is about Israel and Hamas and land ownership because land ownership is a social construct that is agreed upon between two different communities. That's not how it works in the jungle. That's not the law of the jungle. And war, when people go to war, that there is nothing I feel like war is a natural construct. War is a something that is put here by Mother Nature. It's not a social construct. So it's natural for human beings to fight each other. That's natural. Do we like it? Do we champion it? No. Do we champion world hunger? No. But it's natural, even amongst indigenous communities, it's natural for resources, right? We have seasons. Life isn't the same every day. Life is always different every day. So at the end of the day, it's about resources, right? Like you say, money. At the end of the day, money translates to resources. Truth is, if we can't close our eyes on color and open our ears to only truth, we will never see progress. They've been fighting for thousands of years as of United States of America. We need to keep our nose out of it. That's what I'm saying, bro. But it's like we all are trying to what? Progress as a society. We all think that we talk about first world countries, third world countries. It's like that's kind of a it's like a derogatory way of saying that like we're more civilized than these people because of maybe our laws, our technology. But at the end of the day, human beings are the same, bro. Through and through. There is no first, second, third world, bro. Now, you can talk about I'm taking that in the most literal sense. Now, if we're talking about for just, infrastructure, right? A third world infrastructure. That kind of makes sense. Now I'm getting a picture. That makes sense. If you're saying this is a first world infrastructure, now I'm getting a picture. It makes sense. But a lot of times we like to judge how civilized people are with how much money they have, and that's just not the case, bro. The most nasty, greediest people, bro, are the richest ones. So you can't sit here and tell me that poor people are evil, are that being broke is synonymous with being evil. Because a lot of people, like, this is something me and Hina can agree on. A lot of people got their wealth by doing evil things. But here's the thing, evil itself is a social construct. That's a can of worms conversation, right? Does evil exist in the I don't know actually. I don't know. Because here's the thing. Actually, I want to hear your opinion on this. Because animals don't like I don't think that animals like the fact that they have to kill. Like when the lion kills the gazelle, right? I don't know if it truly enjoys it. Maybe it knows it's gonna eat. There is a there is a like a satisfaction there, probably a sigh of relief, but I don't know if it truly because here's why. Now maybe lions and maybe lions are a little bit different, but even like let's talk about a dog, right? Like a pit bull, one of the most supposedly evil. Dogs, right? Um, when it comes to a pit bull, right? Like you can make a pit bull like scared. You can tell when a pit bull feels sorry for you, or it's like it knows that it messed up. Like pit bulls are very expressive. They have the social emotions you might feel. It's not like, so I'm sure, none no the gazelle doesn't want to get eaten. It knows that's not technically in its best interest. So that's just a little bit how I feel about that. Like when it comes to ownership, right? It's hit or be hit. And I mean that happened. Let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it pushing, y'all. All right. Let's talk about let's talk about everyone's favorite subject, America's favorite subject. Let's talk about abortion, y'all. Let's talk about it. How does everyone feel about abortion? Sorry for beating this um over the head with the dead horse, or however that thing goes. How does everyone feel about abortion? Um, ownership is a social construct. Yeah, that I feel you. I feel you. Yeah, I mean that conversation. We could continue that conversation like indefinitely, pretty much. And that's the thing about politics is that ultimately politics. By the way, put how you feel about abortion in here. Put how you feel about abortion in here. Politics is ultimately an endless conversation because everyone's right and wrong is dependent upon their experience here on earth, and every single human being has a different point of view, right? We all seen life through a different, literally a different angle. You've never seen life the way my eyes have seen life. I've never seen life the way your eyes have seen life. So I can't really sit here, and tell you that you're wrong if you're drawing your answer from your life experiences, because I have not lived that life. Yo, we got Chris in the building. What's good, bro? What's good? Let's go. Let's go. He says, women's rights is humans' rights. Chris says, how do you feel about finding out I was correct about the first legal slave owner being a black man? Yo, Chris, I gotta still look that up, bro, because the first legal slave, like, I get if that's true, it's true in a way that is supposed to be like a shocking headline. That's how I feel about it. But I really, I still gotta look that up. But shout outs to Chris, man. Shout outs to Chris. Yo, bro, I've been out freaking campaigning, bro. It's campaign season. I got into it a little bit earlier, but long story short, man, I think my campaign, my run might end here, bro. Here's the thing. We're, all right, so right now, uh, we'll get into the first legal slave owner being a black man conversation. Well, we got to get into that because that's a good conversation. I'm not gonna lie. Chris may have a point here. I mean, I think he does have a point, but we'll get into that later. We need to talk about abortion, right? Hina says women's rights is humans' rights, and here's how I feel about abortion, right? So, and this is in response to the point of view on Turning Point's point of view. What's up, MJ Vlogs? What's up, Happy Guy? What's up, Zamara? What's up, Khalil? Um, Here's the thing. If you are pro-life, then that means you should be responsible for the lives that you should be participating in some fund that is responsible for these unwanted babies, to be frank, that is responsible for them till the day they die. Because if you are going to be forcing someone, forcing a life to come into this world, if you're making that choice, then you need to be responsible for them as if they were your own kid. Um, because here's the thing, I'm gonna let me get into it. Right, life on this planet is very tough. Like we're all not. No one can agree. No one's gonna disagree with me that life isn't tough, right? So if you are in favor of children being born only to struggle until they die, I mean, dude, that makes you kind of that makes you worse off than the mom that's aborting the kid. Now, I'm not in favor of murder. Now, we can talk, you guys can spin the conversation and, oh, are you murder? No, I'm saying this, yo. I'm saying if you're not going to be participating in this child's life until, even when it's a grown adult, because here's the thing. Uh, if you're not going to be providing for it, then that child is now worse off than being dead, right? I mean, we all agree that suffering is worse off than being dead? I would rather be dead than suffer. That's just me. I feel like being dead is worse off than being tortured. So now, what's interesting about the statistics in specifically the United States, right, is one of the highest uh, causes of death in this country is what? Unaliving yourself, right? That's one of the highest causes of death. So what's it called? So we have here's what we have. We have a whole bunch of people who are being born that don't want to be here and they're unaliving themselves. And at the same time, we have one group of people telling another group of people that we need to keep creating more lives on this planet when there's already a statistic that people don't want to be on this planet. I mean, and specifically the US. You know what I'm saying? How do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about that? Castration should be punishment for those who choose absence. Interesting, interesting. When you say absence, what do you mean? Like for those who don't want to raise their kid, for those who want to abort? What do you mean by that? Yo, so I mean, well, if you were need more community development and resources for families. Well, that's the thing is like, look, where is this are we a capitalism or are we socialistic? Are we capitalistic or are we socialistic? Because I feel like we're not true capitalism by far. And it has nothing to do with any of these races because every single race has had a time in this history when they needed handouts. And specifically, we're not going to get into it. Every single race has needed handouts in this country. And that's not capitalism. But a country is technically like a business. And so if when a business goes bankrupt, I don't know if you guys remember the 2020 fall, but when a business goes bankrupt, some businesses are what they call too big to fail. Like some of the airlines, when the 2020 crash happened, they're too big to fail, so the government will keep their stock up regardless. Anyways, yes, deadbeats and choose abortions as birth control, socialism for the rich and capitalism for the poor. MAGA. Yo, Matt, how do you okay, yo, JMO, how do you feel about globalism, bro? How does the MAGA feel about globalism? Um, well, here's the thing. I I feel like that could be we could talk about that, but more on a case by case basis because it takes two to tango. So yes, there are certain deadbeats. Um, using abortion as birth control. I mean, here's the thing, like that again. Again, though, here's the thing. Again, we have a whole society that is literally unaliving themselves right now in our country. So there's people who don't want to be that the overwhelming like grade of if people want to live in this country is F. And so making more people who will statistically unalive themselves is not, I don't think that's the answer. Privatize the profit and publicize losses. Well, I mean, we we're in a real rabbit hole here. We're in a real pickle here. We need a revolution. Well, yeah, we do need a revolution. But I think the revolution is gonna come through a globalized freaking government, unfortunately, because when you say revolution, I know that kind of sounds like we can solve it, but this thing can't be solved. We're all together, we're on like a big ship, and this ship is headed, you know what I'm saying? This ship's going somewhere. And there's nothing any of us can really do about it. So you just got to make your bets where you see fit. Yo, thanks for the follow, Kurt. Thanks for the follow, Kurt. Let's see what else we got here on the Hooligans notebook. Yo, let's talk about Watergate. Y'all remember Watergate? Watergate. We got to talk about Watergate. And I talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it. Do 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 do. Yo, we're up here approaching the 2 hour mark. So we're going to talk about Watergate and then we'll get out of here. I want to thank you guys though for being great viewers. Shout outs to Hina, been a great debater. You guys have actually helping me. You guys are helping me spar because when I had to talk about to that girl when I was door knocking, I was freaking door knocking, just talking to like random people. You know, my debates in here they helped me. You know, help me when I'm just talking about these touchy subjects. So thank you, Hina. Shouts to everybody in here that's really talking some realness because it's helping me get better. You know, when I really do, if and when I do get involved in this political stuff, I'm gonna have to debate other people. So Flint, Michigan. Uh, yo, we gotta talk about Watergate. Let's research Watergate real quick. Watergate. Watergate. What was Watergate, guys? Can anyone tell me what Watergate was? A June 1972 break in the Democratic National Committee headquarters led to an investigation that revealed multiple abuses of power by the Nixon administration. Nixon, that guy, that little rascal. The Watergate scandal began early the morning of June 17th, 1972, when several burglars were arrested in the office of the Democratic National Committee, located in the Watergate complex of buildings in Washington, D.C. Watergate, bro. Watergate's crazy. This was no ordinary robbery. The Prowlers were connected to President Richard Nixon's re-election campaign, and they had been caught wiretapping phones and stealing documents. Nixon took aggressive steps to cover up the crimes, but when Washington Post reporters Bob Woodward and Carl Bernstein revealed his role in the conspiracy, Nixon resigned on was it August 9th, 1974. The Watergate scandal changed American politics forever. Uh leading Ameri- leading many Americans to question their leaders and think more critically about the presidency. Boom, that's a little Watergate recap, cap read. Uh, yo, free Black Americans, reparations today. Hey, we actually should get reparations, TS. I'm in favor of that, bro. Shout outs to TS. We actually need reparations, and I have a great argument as to why. In short, basically the United States stock market, yes, the New York Stock Exchange was started by slave owners, uh, meaning that they also sold. They originally sold slaves on the stock market, right? Like you could buy slaves on the New York Stock Exchange, and the fact that that's never really been addressed, it's triggering, man. It's triggering because that's where the majority of this country gets its wealth from today, right? So forget the land that the slaves had to freaking toe and till. Let's talk about how they were responsible for the boom of the US stock market. Where is the money coming from? The money's going to come from the US stock market. It's going to come from the government. We're not going to make them the white people. We're not going to make this a race thing. If the United States was involved in some stuff that they themselves to this day deem uh wrong, then they should pay for it. Bada bing, bada boom. That's it. And then keep it moving. That's the thing. Is like this could be done in a jiffy. But I feel like there's once the reparations conversation is over, then uh I feel like the it's really over for the people in charge. It should happen though. Because here's the thing. What is 1000% fact, JMO, is that slave owners were actually paid reparations when slavery ended. Did you know that? A slave owner was paid $300 for each slave that it had to free for emotional for or financial damages, right? So the slavery ended and the slave owners got paid. That's an issue, bro. That's an issue, JMO. That's not fair, JMO. If there's where'd that money come from? When you want to say where's the money come from? Where did the money come from that the government paid all these slave owners $300 to free their not like they didn't have to do that. If slavery was illegal now, they need to free their slaves. They don't need to be paid. So what happened? It's 2023. That's the thing is like why all right, check this out. Why what should okay, so let's talk about crimes, right? Let's talk about crimes. Why do crimes that happened 100 years ago mean anything less to you today than a crime that happened yesterday? I don't understand that. Like if something happened to let's say we all lived forever, right? If you got beat up 500 years ago and you're still living alive today and you never got your get back, would you just say, "Oh, well, it's 2023. I'm not going to do nothing about it." Get the money from Africa. Well, let's talk about it, JMO. You say that's the thing is when talking about reparations, this concerns the United States. This has nothing to do with Africa, right? Because we're in the United States. And just as well as a drug dealer doesn't make his customers buy from him, Africa didn't force the Europeans to buy their slaves, right? Europe wasn't forced to do what they did. And I've actually heard another perspective on that. But we'll keep this one because I like this one. Was Europe forced to buy those slaves? I don't think they were, my friend. So you're saying that um you're trying to basically say two wrongs make a right in the situation. You're saying, well, Africa sold slaves, so it was okay that Europeans bought them. That's not true, because true wrongs don't make a right. And um, it was wrong on both accounts. I will say it's wrong on both accounts. But that's when we're talking about morality. In the case of reparations, we're talking about the financial implications and uh the financial basically atrocities or whatever. The financial link. There we go. The financial link between this country and slavery that happened in this country, because I mean, I'm a US politician, you know what I'm saying? So don't talk about the African part. No, here's the thing. In terms of historical context, we need to talk about the African part. We need to talk about all parts, right? But when we're talking about policies and in terms of the United States government and basically repairing the relationship with its own citizens, by the way, like I don't understand why is it so crazy for the United States to enrich its own citizens? I don't see how that's such a crazy thing, but that's because of the division in this country. Because it's not crazy; it makes all the sense in the world, right? So here's the thing. So here's the thing right. Our politics don't affect Africa. That's why I don't. Sorry guys, we got this. We got a master troll. Master troll. Shout outs to the troll. Shout outs to the troll. Um, got him. Thanks for the comments. Let's see. Let's see. Sorry, JMO. Sorry, JMO. Uh, let's see, let's see, let's see. What were you saying, JMO? What were you saying, bro? Because we're talking about American policies and American laws and American reparations for Americans. Like, you guys, like the opposing opposition talks about black people like they're not damn well Americans, my guy. This is America did something wrong to what at the time, no, they weren't American citizens. But the fact that America itself will agree that they should have been American citizens, because that's all just word games that y'all were playing, just word games with the law. Where Hina, I agree with you, say, but reparations fund will also be publicized. Europeans actually forced Africans to sell slaves, or they would enslave them. That's what I've heard too, actually, Hina. That's what I've heard too. But that's all the time we have for today, guys. I'm gonna try to be back on tomorrow. Um, yeah, we can get more into reparations because I feel like we have an argument. The fact here is this: Africa did not force the Europeans to sell slaves on their stock market. Africa had no dealing in that, okay? And the fact that that's the same stock market, it has no difference, but that's the very same stock market we use today, and nothing was done about that, that's crazy, bro. The fact that you could get stock options, and not only that, it gets even more crazy. The banks also took slaves as collateral. So now the banks, and these are famous banks today, Citibank, I believe, is one of them. I think even Wells Fargo. The banks owned slaves from people who couldn't pay their payments. So there's a whole financial link between slavery, the financial link, my guy, not just slavery itself, but the financial link between slavery and this country. It's too connected, it's too linked together to not pay this group of people. Whether they're a black, white, Indian, Asian, it doesn't matter the race, bro. BRICS, USA, uh what do you mean by yo? Well, I love the conversation though. Regardless of, I think I'm right, you think you're right. That's human behavior right there. That's actually natural human behavior. So we're all like well thinking, normal normal acting humans. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. This has been the Hooligans Podcast, and I will talk to you guys next time. Like and share. Hoolagans.